Good morning, students. Yesterday we have studied different whorls of the flower. All of you knowing a typical flower consisting of four floral whorls, that is calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Now today we are going to study a next bit from the same chapter, that is insertion of floral whorls on the thalamus. Insertion of floral whorls on the thalamus. Now insertion of floral whorls on thalamus. Now all of you knowing floral whorls and also thalamus. Now this one is a pedicel of the flower, that is stalk of the flower known as a pedicel, and this one is the expanded tip of the pedicel. That expanded tip of the pedicel is known as a thalamus. Now, and this one is a stalk of flower. That stalk of the flower is known as a pedicel. Everybody knowing about this. And this thalamus consisting of a compressed nodes and very condensed internodes. In all, thalamus consisting of 4 nodes and 3 internodes. Now, this is one internode, this one is second internode, and this one third internode. And note, this is the first node, second node, third node, and a fourth node. That's the 4 nodes and 3 internodes. But internodal distance is highly reduced, and from the nodal region, floral whorls are produced. Now, on the basis of this, we are going to study insertion of floral whorls. Insertion of floral whorls means, we are going to study first definition, that is arrangement of floral whorls. That is arrangement of a rest of the floral whorls with respect to the gynoecium on a thalamus. This is known as insertion of floral whorl. That is arrangement of rest of floral whorls with respect to gynoecium on a thalamus is known as insertion of floral whorl. Arrangement of rest of floral whorls. Rest of floral whorls means, that is the calyx, corolla, androecium. With respect to what? With respect to gynoecium on a thalamus is known as insertion of floral whorl. Insertion of floral whorls. Now this is a definition of insertion of floral whorls on the thalamus with respect to gynoecium is known as insertion of floral whorl. Now all of you knowing a thalamus is the expanded tip of the pedicel which consisting of 4 nodes and 3 internodes. But internodal distance is highly reduced, known as a condensed internodes. Then next one is the floral whorls are developed from the nodal region of the thalamus, and in a typical flower 4 floral whorls are found. And here a definition of insertion of floral whorls on the thalamus. Now next one, in all 3 types of the insertions are found in a plant. 3 types of the insertions are found in a plant. First one is a hypogyny. Now hypo means below, gyne means gynoecium. Now when in an flower, the thalamus is conical or cup-shaped. Thalamus is conical or convex shape. Thalamus is conical or convex shape, and on this thalamus, ovary occupies the topmost position. Thalamus is conical or convex shape. Now this one is convex shape thalamus. नाव थॅलॅमसचा शेप कसा असेल, कोनिकल असेल किंवा कॉन्व्हेक्स शेप असेल. सपोज दिस वन इज अ कोनिकल शेप ऑफ थॅलॅमस, कोनिकल शेप ऑफ थॅलॅमस in this way, this conical shape thalamus. Then next one is in this condition ovary lies at the top, or ovary occupies topmost position. Ovary occupies topmost position on the thalamus. Ovary occupies topmost position means ovary lies at the top of the thalamus. Then next one is other floral oral lies below it. While other floral orals lies below it. Below it means below gynosium. Other floral lies below gynosium. Which are the other floral, that is calyx, corolla, androsium and gynosium lies below it. This is a hypogyny. This one is a hypogyny. Suppose this one is a thalamus. This one is a thalamus which is a conical shaped, or it is a convex shape. In this, suppose from this nodal region ovary is produced. From this nodal region ovary is produced in this way. Ovary of gynosium. Here a gynosium. Then from the base of the gynosium androsium arise. Then here from this node a corolla arise. And from this node a calyx arise. Means a gynosium lies or occupies the topmost position. Gynosium सर्वात वरती असेल आणि त्याच्या खाली काय असेल मग androsium, corolla आणि calyx असेल. Now this is known as hypogyny. Thus in hypogyny the thalamus is conical or convex shape. Ovary occupies the topmost position. Other floral organ lies below it. Now in such case ovary is known as a superior ovary. And other orals are known as which are the other oral? The calyx, corolla, androsium and gynosium are inferior. Why ovary is known as superior? It occupies topmost position on the thalamus and other floral lies below it, so they are inferior. So ovary is superior and other floral orals are inferior. Now the next one is the flower in which hypogyny is found. That flower is known as a hypogynous flower. The flower in which ovary is superior, that is a hypogyny is found. That flower is known as hypogynous flower. And this condition is denoted by a symbol G. This one is capital G, and here underline below it. It means that ovary at the top and other floral lies below it. This one is a symbol used for the hypogyny or superior ovary or superior gynosium. G stands for gynosium, and this underline stands for other floral lies below it. In this way, this one is a hypogyny. Example of hypogyny is a mustard. मोहरी या वनस्पतीमध्ये आपल्याला एक कंडिशन मिळते. Example of hypogyny is mustard. The next example is hibiscus or China rose. Etc. are examples of hypogynous flower. In this way, hypogyny. Now next we are going to study next type of insertion. That insertion is known as a perigyny. Now a perigyny. Now in perigyny, the thalamus is generally a cup-shaped or a saucer shaped. Thalamus is a cup shaped or saucer shaped thalamus. कसा असेल thalamus? Thalamus हा cup shaped किंवा saucer shaped असेल. That is, it is expanded. Thalamus is expanded. Then next one is on this all floral whorls and gynosium. Floral whorls. That is floral whorls. That is calyx, corolla, androsium, and gynosium lies on the same plane of thalamus. Lies on the same plane of thalamus. Same plane of saucer-shaped thalamus. Now this is known as perigyny. This is known as a perigyny, in which thalamus is generally cup-shaped or saucer-shaped. Floral whorl, that is calyx, corolla, androsium, gynosium, lies on the same plane of the thalamus. Lies on the same plane of thalamus. So ovary is neither superior nor inferior. That ovary is known as semi-superior. Ovary is known as a semi-superior and a semi-inferior. Ovary is known as a semi-superior and semi-inferior. That is half superior and half inferior. And other floral whorls are also semi-superior and semi-inferior. Semi-superior and semi-inferior. Then flower is known as a perigynous flower. Flower is known as a perigynous flower. Flower is known as a perigynous flower, and this condition is denoted by. This condition is denoted or mentioned by the symbol, that is capital G, and this one is plural oral. Now this G stands for gynosium and our oral. They are lies on the one and the same plane. One on the same plane of the thalamus. So they are mentioned like this in a floral formula. In this way, a perigyny. An example of a perigyny is a rose flower. Flower of a rose plant is the best example of perigyny. Everybody getting about this? In perigyny, a thalamus is generally saucer-shaped. Floral whorls, that is calyx, corolla, androsium, gynosium, lies on the same plane of saucer-shaped thalamus. Then ovary is neither superior nor inferior, known as semi-superior and semi-inferior. Other floral whorls are also neither superior nor inferior. And example is a rose. Thus we have studied a second type of insertion, that is a perigyny. Now here we are going to study a perigyny. Perigyny is found in a rose flower. Consider this one is a rose flower thalamus. This one is a rose flower thalamus. This one is the pedicel of the rose flower, and on this thalamus a floral whorl lies upon. This one is a gynosium. Then this one is a androsium. In this way, this one is a corolla, this one is a calyx. This a corolla and calyx. Now all floral whorls lie on one and the same plane of the thalamus. Hence, this condition is known as a perigyny, and flower is known as a perigynous flower. Now all floral whorls lie on one and the same plane of the thalamus, so they are neither inferior nor superior. So ovary is known as half superior and half inferior. Now we are going to study a next type, that is the last type of insertion. That insertion is known as epigyny. Insertion is known as epigyny. Now epi means above. Gyne means gynosium. Now gynosium च्या वरती जर बाकी फ्लोरल whorls असतील, रेस्ट ऑफ फ्लोरल whorls असतील, तर त्या कंडिशनला काय म्हणणार तुम्ही? epigyny म्हणणार. Now in a epigyny, the thalamus is hollow. हे पोकळ असल्यासारखं असेल hollow, then it is a hollow and enclosed, hollow and enclosed. Then this one is a shape of the thalamus which is hollow and enclosed in case of epigynous flower. In case of epigynous flower, then ovary occupies lower position on thalamus. Ovary occupies lower position on thalamus, and other whorls lies above the ovary. Now this is known as epigyne. And here ovary is inferior because ovary lies below other floral. ovary ही खाली असेल आणि other floral त्याच्या वरतून येत असेल, म्हणून त्याला काय म्हणतात, ovary is inferior. And other floral whorls are superior. In this way, in case of epigyne, thalamus is hollow and enclosed. Ovary occupies lowermost position on the thalamus. Then other floral lies above the ovary, and the position of ovary is known as inferior, and other floral whorls are known as superior. And here flower is known as epigynous flower. The flower which shows inferior ovary, that condition is known as epigyne, and flower is known as epigynous flower. And in floral formula is denoted by, denoted as this one is G stands for gynosium, and this line is this one is gynosium, and this line represent other floral lies above the ovary. Hence other whorls are superior and ovary is inferior. Such condition is known as perigyne, and flower is known as perigynous flower. And example of this one is cucurbita. भोपळा या वनस्पतीचं जर आपण फ्लावर पाहिलं तर त्या फ्लावर मध्ये आपल्याला epigyneous condition मिळते, epigyneous flowers मिळतात, and condition is epigyne. In this way, this one is about insertion of floral whorl. Now here see, this one is a hollow thalamus of a cucurbita flower. This one is a pedicel. Then here ovary lies at the base of thalamus. In this way, this one is a ovary. This one is a stigma and style of the ovary, and here ovary. Then other florals here. This one is a androsium. Then this one is a corolla. This one is a calyx. Here again, this one is a androsium, a corolla, and calyx. Now ovary lies below, and outer lies above the ovary. So this ovary is a inferior ovary. Because it lies below, and the whorls of the flower, that is calyx, corolla, androsium, which lies above the ovary, so they are superior. Now this condition is known as epigyne. Flower is known as epigynous flower. Now see one by one again. Their example is cucurbita, hypogyne. Ovary lies at the top. This ovary of gynosium is a superior. हा काय असेल, superior असेल तर त्याला hypogyne म्हणणार. Flower is hypogynous, ovary superior. ठीक है. Now perigyne, where all floral whorls lies on one and the same plane of thalamus. As thalamus is a saucer shaped expanded, and here ovary is neither superior nor inferior. It is known as half superior and half inferior, or it is known as semi superior and semi inferior. The next one is epigyne. Other flora lies above and ovary lies below. Now this condition is known as epigyne. Ovary is known as inferior ovary and outer florals are known as superior. In this way we have studied insertion of floral whorls. Insertion of floral. This one is that is arrangement of rest of floral whorl, that is calyx, corolla, androecium. With respect to gynoecium, our thalamus is known as the insertion of floral whorls. The next one is insertion of floral whorl takes place on the basis of thalamus. Now it is on the basis of shape of the thalamus. The next one is the three types of the insertions are found: hypogyne, perigyne, and epigyne. This question may be asked on this: what is define insertion of floral whorls? Describe different types of the insertion. These three types of insertion with example and figure you have to describe. Now here we have finished insertion. In the next period we are going to study the next bead from the same chapter.